Hey everybody, it's Funny here once again. Hope you're doing well. Today we're rambling about the Audio Damage Proton. It is a tune delay line for making resonant, feedback, carpless, strongy, physical modeling, synthesis voices, and it sounds like this. Okay, before we get started, a huge shout out, huge thank you to our good Euro pal Marius for lending me this one. Thank you, I couldn't do it without you. I really appreciate it, and I don't take it for granted. Now, the Proton, I couldn't find the manual for this one, so we're going in a little blind. I'm probably not the best demonstrator of something like this. I'm going to make a comparison to Rings, which might give you some pause right off the rip to be like, this isn't like Rings, it's totally different, but I'm hearing, at least in the patches that I'm doing, right? Anyway, let's hear what this sounds like. So if I bring it in right now, I'm setting it as sequence, and that's one thing I noticed right off the rip. I don't know if it's like, just it internally has a sample, or it's just feeding back noise to a point that it's able to just do it itself. But the demos I was watching of it that are available online too, everyone was just kind of like not feeding it an external voice and just sending it, using it as its own full voice. So you can hear that now. And there's a tune. I'm setting it full per octave. So that's affecting the tune, obviously. We have an implied filter. So that's where the physical modeling side of things goes. I'm thinking this is kind of like a batterhead, but I like to keep it on the dark side because it just like gives it a more like drum-esque tone. Fine tune, I don't think we need to do that for anything. There's the imp decay, which I think is implied decay. And it really sounds like a string. And it sounds really good. Let's try and take out the submix. So I guess it's generating an octave below there as well. And my heart says to not demonstrate the sub right off the rip, but my ears are telling me it sounds so much better. If I change the decay, that's really fun. Okay. So you can also do a dry wet mix. Obviously I'm not sending anything in, but what happens if I do send anything in? Now, this might sound horrible. I'm sending it in the output of the interstellar radio, which is like noise. This is like panharmonium from Wish. I'm just kidding, please don't. Interesting. Okay, so I had misconceptions about that. Let's just switch over to an oscillator. Here comes a saw wave on the input side. So we're listening to the fully wet mix here, but if we pitch it up, we get these feedbacky sounds. Okay, if we pitch it down a little bit more. Implied decay, sub up. So yeah, here's our dry. Here's our fully wet. So I'm Anyway, I'm discovering this just like you are, so don't hate me. That's the internal audio again. If we send this the same output that we are triggering the voice with, forgive me for covering the camera too much. If we do excite here we go. There's a cable right over my face. That's really interesting. So what if we bring up our decay? So here's the dry noise, or the dry sound. It's not noisy yet. And the wet. And they don't quite have the same envelope, right? So it's changing a little bit, which is really interesting to listen to. All right, let's send some LFOs in here to modulate it, see where it goes. I don't know, let's try the filter first. And I have a feeling that the moral of this video is going to be, I don't know what's happening, but I like it. And that's certainly the case right now. What happens if I use this choke circuit? It's going to be just like the one on the Boom Cat, right? Boom Cat? Sorry. Take the dampening down. Pot's kind of backwards in my mind, but that's okay. Decay all the way up, take my choke out, and now it'll probably feed back. What happens if I stop feeding it pitch? We're exploring together, sorry, we're exploring covering my face up too. A lot of you would probably wish I would. Okay, let's put our volt per octave into our oscillator now. So now I can use it like a traditional delay too. If I take the trigger out, what happens? Whoa! Okay. Okay, so the decay has an effect on the delay line even when you're not triggering it. What if I trigger it now, manually? This is really interesting. Am I becoming a Rings into Clouds person? Oh no. Better put my balaclava on quick. I guess you can tune this too if I pitch it up. Oh, I guess decay, maybe when you're not patching that in, acts as like repeats amount. If we modulate our dampening. Wow, what happened to Audio Damage? They make some really cool stuff. Yeah. Cool. I don't know, let's try Piston Honda. Just because I want to hear everything. With the Piston Honda volt per octave coming in too. Very cool. What else can we throw at this? Drum? Sorry, hold on. Alright, get your noise set on. Here comes my input. Then comes the kicks. Yeah. Oh, there's a level of modulation. If I send a trigger to the trigger input that doesn't follow the incoming audio, what happens? And it goes. Good fun, good chaos. Try. Sub out. Yeah. It's just like disgusting reverb. Alright, I'm Tafony. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of that crap. The YouTube's always on my case about not promoting to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Here comes the cable over my face.